Hello, it's me, trying new things, aka being healthier, aka showing you more of my life and not just sitting in front of my microphone and just yapping for 1 hour videos. So I'm gonna give you a little tour from my gym and sauna and recovery area. So starting here with the sauna, which is honestly not as used as it could slash should be. This is a nice sauna area in here. As you can see, sometimes me and my wife sit here, we light up a candle, there's Buddha, whoever that is behind us. We fill that with water, we put some lemon in it and we chill. But that's sometimes, and we use these robes, right? This beautiful picture here which represents the mind and the trees, and we're all connected in the universe and yada yada yada, whatever. And here we have the sauna, which has two modes. You can switch it to, let me turn on the heater. You can switch it to infrared mode, which will turn on these heaters. If I go inside, see, that has the infrared mode. So it lights up instantly, and that's the mode that I like. This has a little timer here, right? You can set it to whatever, 15 minutes or something. And then the second mode is, if we turn that off, we can switch it to L, meaning electric, I would say. I don't know what it probably means that. And we can turn on the light if you want. And this will heat up and you can pour more water on it, and that thingy hasn't been touched since the day we came into the house and it's disgusting and it needs to be changed. You pour that water, you chill here, and you die for like 20 minutes. That's the point of the sauna, right? So we can close that up and we can continue with the gym area. So since we moved in here, I made a bunch of changes in the gym area, and by a bunch of changes, I mean I put that machine, which my wife wanted. She loves stepper machines. I absolutely hate doing cardio on that thing. What I even did is I put in here, there's like an old TV, but when you plug it, I plugged an Apple TV in it, and I have a Sonos soundbar, and I turn off the lights, and I thought that if I'm watching a show here, it will make me like this machine. Absolutely. No, this should be removed from here because even my wife doesn't use it. From time to time she works out, but we have a baby, so can you fucking relax and blame us? What is that behind you? I'll get to that. Relax. What else do we have in here? We have a bench, which honestly, I should find a better brand for a bench, because it's not even about the brand. This is very flimsy. You cannot do the locking thing. You gotta use the metal tube to put it into that, and I don't like it. Behind that, there's some cables and some bullshit. That's why I have the soundbar looking like that. I installed these ropes, which I absolutely love, but in order to use the ropes, what you gotta do is you gotta open the bathroom door just a little bit in order to be able to use the ropes, which is awkward. Then we have this, which I never use because my core is not strong enough for the funny thing is I haven't even started the workout. I'm just talking and I already got exhausted. What is the thing you call where you lift your legs? I don't know. I'm not English, not my primary language, so give me a fucking break. This bench that does God knows freaking what. You have this thing which I saw on a video that you can lie on and it spikes your back, because every person who is in self-help is also secretly into masochism, right? So that's, I tried a couple of times. I'm like, I don't want painful things in my back, and I never use it again. The best thing that I got here, look, this is a normal kettlebell that was in the house. It's like 8 or 7 kilos or whatever, but it's just like easy peasy and you cannot do anything with it, honestly. And I was like, I need a bigger kettlebell. So I got this, but I didn't mean, like, it's not made of iron, it's made of some whatever kind of plasticky material, and it's insanely huge compared to the other ones. It actually looks ridiculous, and it's 24 kilos. Then we have the ball, which I hate doing planks on. We have the pull-up bar, the TRX, and the rings, which I sometimes use. I'm still using a band here for help for doing pull-ups and chin-ups because I'm not strong enough to do them without help. Oopsie daisy. There we have a letter that I wrote to my daughter when she was born, that daddy's gonna be healthy and that daddy's gonna not eat sugar for a year. And I actually did the sugar challenge, but daddy was absolutely not healthy during that year. And it's almost gonna be her second birthday, so hopefully I can respect this letter. And until the second birthday, I wanna be a fit dad. I wanna be able to do fitnessy stuff with her and run around with her and do all the sports that she's gonna do without being like the He said all of that while he got out of breath while speaking in a video, but we'll try. Down here we have a whiteboard, which I have a list of my favorite exercises on, just to remember sometimes when I want to do something. And what do we have here? We have burpees, jump on a box, pause this and basically read my favorite exercises, shut up. And here we had the plan that I was going to go from 100 kilos to 85 kilos. But what I've been doing is I've got from 100 to 95 to 100 to 96, from 100 to 97, and now I'm back at 101.7, even though I built a lot of muscle, right? We can obviously see that. I need to lose a bunch of weight, and honestly, I'll raise this goal. And if I ever get to 90 kilograms, it would be fucking amazing. What else do we have here? We have the little thingy for, doing crunches. We have this thing, which I never unload. I just keep it maximally loaded with all the weights that I have, and I do bicep exercises with it and nothing else. I don't do triceps, I don't do anything. We have this, which is one of my favorite things to do. You just grab a ball, which is like 9 kilos, and basically slam it from the ground. And then we have the best investment in this gym, which are these loadable Bowflex dumbbells, which you can set the weight on. So you can go here and just set this to 9, let's say, or in my case, we set it to 24, right? Because your boy is strong, as we proved in the previous shot, right? So you set this to 24, and when you lift it, it lifts along with, oh my fucking God, this is heavy, actually, I should put it away. Yeah, so when you lift it, if we set it to 7, for example, let's try to set it to 7, you can see it only lifts the weights that in combined get to 7 kilos, which is awesome. They also have a kettlebell version, which I should get. So instead of having 3,000 kettlebells in here, you just have, here we have a small area with a bunch of things. We have these yoga blocks, which I never use. We have that salt lamp. We have these for push-ups and other things. We have boxing gloves, but there's no, like, where the fuck am I gonna box with no gloves? And we have a bunch of bands and other thingies for, we have this foam rollers, I think, and I haven't used them in a long time. I wanna get back to using them because I really am tired of being the person who's making a productivity / health / being the best version of yourself app and actually not being the example of it. Track my face, stupid camera. Hello, Dark, there you are. Oh, I really want to become the mascot of Benji. You can find Benji in the description. It lets you track everything in your life and hopefully helps you be a better person than I am right now. I'm on my 4th day of no sugar again. I'm doing my supplements, I'm doing my things. I'm working out 3 times per week with a group. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going with a group and we're doing something called athletic training. And in athletic training, we basically have like 10 minutes of annoying warm-up. And then we have 35 minutes of very intense weightlifting, kind of cardio-ish training. I'm saying cardio-ish because the breaks are only 10 seconds. You do 35 intensive seconds of doing something, and then you do only 10 seconds of rest for 35 minutes. And it kicks your ass both strength-wise and cardio-wise. It's a great combination. So should that be the video? Should that be only the tour? Or should we do a little montage of actually me working out? I don't know, maybe I'll split it into 2. I'll film myself and I'll see. I'll decide. I'm the boss here. I'll decide what to do, all right? So hopefully you enjoyed this tour. If there's a segment after this, enjoy it. If there's not a segment after this, go fucking work out. If you've been scrolling all day, it's time to fucking get in shape. Stop scrolling. Go and do anything. Like slamming this ball is the most fun thing ever. And if I could do it for 30 minutes, I would. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll do that. See you later or in another video. Bye.